It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Yonder Brewing and Blending, and this is a can of their Raspberry Gose, coming in at 4% ABV in a 440 milliliter can. We've got a lovely pinky purple raspberry coloured look to the can. Looks really good. I'm a big fan of this brewery. Been drinking lots of their beers in the last 6 months. And they really are smashing it. They're based in Somerset in the UK. Without further ado, let's get the beer out into a glass and see what we get. Yeah, Radstock in Somerset. Here we go. A little bit of smoke on the can opening. Beer in the glass. Have a listen. Now, some of you might be very new to the craft beer world, wondering what that was all about. Certain styles of beer, certain sours, saisons, goses, lambics. You'll get if you give it a bit of a rigorous pour, like I just did, it will create a head, but then the head will dissipate really quickly, and it'll hiss and fizz and growl and bark at you. And it's the first sign that it's a really good beer. It's the first sign. So I like to get it up to the microphone, let you guys listen to the hiss and the fizz and the sound of the beer. Look at the bottom of this glass. There's bits of sediment there, maybe bits of yeast and bits of raspberry, and whoa, look at that. But look at the colour. It looks like raspberry, freshly squeezed raspberry fruit juice, doesn't it? Little bit of carbonation. It's not the most overly carbonated beer that I've ever had in my life, but let's get the aroma. Yeah, they're just really... Now, I've been to a blenders. They call themselves brewers and blenders. I've actually blended my own beer with a brewery in the Netherlands stroke Belgium. They kind of opened the floor of the brewery, and they went down into this cellar, which was just bonkers, and it was barrels everywhere, and it was a case of like taking some beer out of this barrel, taking it out of another barrel, and just mixing it and blending it, and incredible experience. The Dr. Van der Coroner Brewery, the Dr. Van der Coroner, that's where we went to blend our beer. But this is fabulous. Loads of raspberry, slight saltiness from the Gose. This beer wouldn't have been blended, just to let you know. It's not a blended beer, this one. This would have been a brewed beer. Their blended beers generally don't come in the cans. They come in a longer, thick style Belgian bottle. But anyway, you're here for the beer review. We're 4 minutes in. Let's have a taste. Cheers. Oh, wow, stone the crows. Stone the crows. Wow. Slightly salty, loads of raspberry, loads of sourness coming through. Wow, what a beer. Stone the crows. Really refreshing, really drinkable, but that raspberry, that big smashing raspberry flavour, just amazing. Oh, beautiful. And I'm just thinking, my mum, I've never mentioned my mum really on this channel, on the beer reviews. I kind of just keep it to myself, don't I, my family stuff. But I've had my dad on the channel a couple of times, and my dad is well and truly now invested in the craft beer. I've well and truly converted him over to craft beer. I reckon this beer, my mum would just love that. My mum would definitely love that Raspberry Gose from Yonder Brewing and Blending, because it's just right up her street. She likes the sour sweets and she likes fruit juice, and I reckon she would just love that. Absolutely love it. As I am. This is a brilliant beer. A brilliant beer. If you're not a fan of kind of sour sweets and raspberry kind of fruit juice flavours, then this is probably not for you. But if you are, and if you like a Gose, because there's a little bit of saltiness coming from this Gose, this will be right up there for you. But the drinkability and just how refreshing this beer is out of this world. Oh, absolutely out of this world. Incredible. I'm going to read to you now what it says on the back of the can. Raspberry Gose balances a heavy dose of UK grown raspberries against a lick of Cornish sea salt. The results are a full-bodied and smooth fruit beer experience. Produced in the UK by Yonder Brewing and Blending Limited, the workshop, Rookery Farm, Radstock in Somerset. The ingredients are water, malted barley, wheat, raspberry, yeast and salt. Yonder Brewing and Blending were kind enough to send me their whole range of beers. It was back in December, so I'll be releasing this beer either late June 2021 or early July 2021. We're getting through all of our beers at the moment, so it'll probably be towards the end of June we'll release this beer. But the beers that they sent us, every single one have been smashing, absolutely smashing. It's probably been my, so far, brewery of 2021 have been Yonder Brewing and Blending. They've just been producing some terrific stuff, and I'm ready to rate this now. Look at the raspberry, look at the juice in the bottom of that glass. Look at it, absolutely terrific. Nice and hazy, nicely carbonated. You can feel the carbonation pushing the beer around the inside of the mouth. Slightly salty, not overly done, which I like. Beautiful sourness, fantastic raspberry flavour, great drinkability, a little bit of wheat malt kind of just, as that sourness dissipates, you get the flavour of that kind of wheat malt just left bare on your palate. Brilliant stuff. Rating. Brewery Finder 2021 so far, most definitely. Yonder Brewing and Blending, Raspberry Gose. I like that enough. That's a full mark for me. I'm not going to take anything away because it's a brilliant beer. It's a 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom! Cheers.